everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Tracie Reed and this is Acrylic Pouring with Friends. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. So this is my first video after Fab, Fluid Art Boutique, and I'm kind of excited because I have got the piggies that I will be using, a bunch of them. I did actually one short video and it was kind of my test. And it turned out really, really good. I love the way the colors did not sink. That was always my problem when I used some other mica powders. So since I had such good results, I'm going to go ahead and try it again. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Alright guys, so today I will be working on a 10 by 20 canvas. It is a Master's Touch from the Classic Collection. I do really like these canvas from Hobby Lobby. I try to stock up when they're on sale. Alright, as far as the TLPs, This Little Piggy pigments, I'll show you the ones that I've already got mixed up. And then I'm going to mix one on camera for you to see. So I've got, this one is Lagoon. I've got Sapphire. This one is just beautiful. Zeus, so is this one. They're all gorgeous. This one is Latte. I don't know if I'm going to use it in this painting. I used it in the previous one, the one I showed you, and it's already mixed up, so I've got it. But again, I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'll let you know. And then this one is Lakeside. So the one I'm going to be mixing up for you today is Ballet Slipper. It is really, really pretty, and can't wait to try that one as well. I'm trying to get my gloves on here. And when I mixed those up originally, I just kind of eyeballed it. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more measurements. Not necessarily exact, because sometimes you can't always get them exact, but I'm going to try. So let me move this out of the way. And what I'm going to start with, let me see my stir sticks, is 𝗔𝗰𝗿𝗆𝗋𝐿𝐿𝐿. So you're supposed to really wear a mask. I try to tap the lid down to get any of the particles from the lid, because you don't want to breathe those in. So I'm standing, so I'm kind of a little bit farther away. So what I do is take the 𝗔𝗰𝗿𝗆𝗋𝐿𝐿 first, and I've got my teaspoon here, and I'm just going to put in 1 teaspoon of that, of the 𝗔𝗰𝗿𝗆𝗋𝐿𝐿 gloss varnish. See there, guys? Okay, here we go. All right, and then let me wipe that off. And oh, I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure it for you. Okay, so I've got 1/2 teaspoon, because I was using like two of these, and when I measured it, it was like a half of a teaspoon. So just a little heaping, you know, nothing. Kind of go. You don't want too much. Kind of like that. And dump that in there. I'm gonna put my lid on and then set that aside. And then go ahead and start mixing, and you really got to make sure that you mix this up really well so it gets dispersed and there's no chunks. You know, you don't want any chunks in there. And if you are using a pot, a cup, or whatever that has like ridges or anything, you got to make sure that you scrape really good. Scrape the bottom, scrape the sides, mix, mix, mix. All right. And sometimes I think that there's like a little chunk, but it's an air bubble. So I guess I'm going to use those. All right. So once you think you've got it really good, then what I do is I take my golden regular gel gloss. Now, this I got from Golden in a sample, like, I don't know, quite a while ago, and I had many uses for it on my list and never got to them. So it's coming in handy right now. All right, so as far as the amount of the gel gloss, I put in like a, get off there, like a blueberry size. That's about how I'm measuring that. If you can see, maybe like a large blueberry. All right, so I know it's not an exact measurement, but at least you can compare it to a blueberry and you'll kind of get, you know, that size. And it's really almost like, you know, a half of a teaspoon is what it kind of looks like. So again, make sure you really mix that up, and you can see the consistency. So now it's almost the consistency of a tube paint. If you can see that, it's thick. It's just like if you got, you know, a tube of paint, not quite probably as heavy as the gold in there, but like a medium body or something. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my pouring medium. You can see my pouring medium is a mess there, my bottle. But I'm using my regular pouring medium, which is Liquitex pouring medium, Floetrol water. I also have golden GAC 800 and a touch of water in here. So I'm going to start out with, is this a half a teaspoon? Let me see. I don't know where my teaspoon is. So yeah, we're going to start out with a half of a teaspoon to start with. Now I know I'm going to need more, but we're just starting out with that. Okay. And it's a little bit thicker than I want it. Let me see there. Just a little, just a couple more drops, really. Oops, it might be more than a couple drops, but we'll see. All right. Look at that pretty color. Woo, I like that. Okay. And now you can see the consistency of that. Now, if you, this is what works for me. You may want it a little thicker, you may want it a little thinner. So you have to, you know, kind of experiment, but at least this will give you guys a place to start. That's really good. I like that consistency right there. Okay, so let me put this away really quick. So as far as this mix, I put in a teaspoon of Joe Sonia, a half a teaspoon of my TLP pigment, a blueberry size amount of my golden gel gloss, and then about 3/4 of a tablespoon of my pouring medium. And you can use, you know, Liquitex if you want only. You can use GAC 800. There's other pouring mediums I'm sure that you can try, but I just started with my regular because I already had it, you know, on hand, of course. So that's just what I started with. So hopefully if you guys are curious and had any trouble like I did, this will help you, because I really got frustrated with not being able to use all of my mica powders that I spent quite a bit of money on, and they just kept sinking. So I will go back and try those other ones just to, you know, just to give them a shot. But these ones really, really work. So that's what I'm going to use today. And this is my white that I'm going to coat my canvas with. And this is, oh, let's see, Liquitex Basics Titanium White mixed with Artist Loft White. and you can see the consistency there. It's pretty thin. And then also I have in my bottle here, I have got golden carbon black, and I'll be using that as my cell activator. So let me go ahead and get my canvas. Oh, and I do have, real quick, I have it on I pulled out the big spinner today. And of course I covered it in Glad Press and Seal. But let me go ahead and get this covered, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, so now I've got my canvas covered, and I did go over it a couple times with my torch. I'm gonna do it again really quick. I made the white today, and I normally don't like to use it the same day, but I'm going to. I'm going to anyway today, just because I really want to try these pigments out. So I'm going to start with the Sapphire one first, and I'm probably going to do 3 and do kind of like a deconstructed, and I'm using a bloom, I guess, and I'm going to use my mini blower for this one. So let's just go ahead and get started here. Hopefully I don't get carried away. I do tend to get carried away a little bit with my pigments, or with my paints in the middle there. So, and I don't have an order yet, so I'm just going to put them on. Let's see, this Zeus is gorgeous. I think I'm going to do one at a time. One bloom at a time, and then see what happens. Ooh, that's probably plenty. All right, hopefully I'll remember the order. Okay, and then like I said, this is my cell activator. It is golden carbon black mixed with Australian floetrol only. Australian floetrol only. All right, so I've got my little blower, and here we go. right, everybody, here we go with the dried results, and I am super happy with this painting. These TLP pigments are gorgeous. They dried so amazing. The colors are so vibrant, and I decided off camera I didn't really think that the 3 blooms had come together, so I used my smallest attachment to my mini blower, and now I love the flow of the painting. I think it looks great. So don't forget to leave me a comment below, and make sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel, and also check out acrylicpouringtools.com for all your acrylic pouring tool needs. And I do hope you enjoyed my video today. I hope it was helpful if you're having trouble mixing up mica powders. All right, guys, I've got a bunch more videos I know you will enjoy as well, and I will catch you in the next one.